Jerry Malburg bought his first 80 acres of farmland in Mason County the year he and his wife Lois married in 1974. Jerry was a mechanic by trade and a good one. He stayed in the business for many years while he farmed. At the start, with no equipment to speak of, he began planting asparagus, for he knew it was profitable and very much in demand. And Jerry knew the importance of making a profit.
Asparagus was a crop you planted and you waited 3 years before you get much return out of it. And I always remember it was really rough financially. And I listened to the radio on the way up the field, and they said there's a criminal that escaped from the Manistee prison, and there's a $100 reward out for him. If you see him or hear him, let us know. I looked all the way up down the road to see if I could find that guy for that $100.
Along with growing asparagus, he ventured into cherries and squash. As his 6 children became old enough to help, they learned to drive forklifts, shake trees, and clean up fields to get them in condition to plant.
I really want to emphasize I had 6 children, and I'm not sure, but I think I run them all off the farm because I worked them too hard. They did a lot of contribution to the support of the farm. I always remember my kids telling me, I didn't mind picking up stones, but we had to pick them up before school. Why do we have to do that?
Malburg Farms has grown a cornucopia of things. They were the first to grow Dickinson squash in the area, along with Golden Delicious and butternut. In the early 1990s, they faced a labor shortage when it came to harvesting the latter, so ever the mechanic, Jerry manufactured his own butternut squash harvester, which would do the work of 12 to 14 people. These days, carrots are the primary vegetable they grow and prepare for processing. They're washed, sized, stored, and sold to markets across the country and used for juice, puree, and slicers, dicers, and sticks. And roughly 10 years ago, Malburgs decided to use their receiving station for asparagus. Today they receive product from close to 20 growers. Spears are graded, weighed, hydro-cooled, and shipped to Honey Bear Canning in Lawton.
He has educated me on grower relationships, and he's educated me on compassion with the problems that they have, that their everyday turmoils that they go through. Because in the short term that I've had this job, we've gone through a number of issues with oversupply and labor issues, which is still a big issue today in this, and we saw a lot of acreage go out of production because of lack of demand, and we now are moving more into fresh and the process. His timing's been just impeccable.
No matter the commodity, the health of a plant is always on the mind of a farmer. Malburg Farms has worked tirelessly to that end.
We had a asparagus that would come up and the top would be gone. And we thought, where in the hell did it go? I remember we got Mich State involved, and also we're very, very fortunate in this county. We have 3 major suppliers of chemicals and fertilizer. And each one of these suppliers have very knowledgeable people available. And they all help. They were out there at night with flashlights waiting for that insect or bug to come on that plant to verify what it was. And we found out what it was through Michigan State. We developed approved chemicals to take care of the problem.
Jerry has been a terrific supporter of MSU research, not just in asparagus, in carrots also, and that support has taken many forms, including advice, including supplies like asparagus crowns, plots for sites, putting up with MSU sites and people coming in and out of the fields, and Ryan has followed that same course, and it's been a great working relationship between Michigan State University and Malburg Farms.
Service to others is something Jerry Malburg never shied away from, whether it was school or government boards, agriculture-related organizations, or his neighbor down the road. He was always willing to help.
Not only do Malburgs have contributed a lot on the state level, they're probably the finest neighbors that anyone could ever ask for. You don't spend much time at Malburg's Farms before one of the neighbors shows up, needs help with a part, fixing something or figuring something out, or needs to borrow a tractor or a planter or a digger, needs some information. And Malburgs always drop what they're doing and help their neighbor. I've even seen them spend a lot of time helping their competition, and it just gives a little bit of an idea of what type of people they are, and not only dedicated to our industries, but want to make sure that their neighbors succeed as well as they do.
Today, the family operation is 1,600 acres strong, with 2 hog facilities as part of their repertoire. Jerry's son Ryan and his wife Chris, along with help from their kids, are seeing to it that the tradition continues, as Jerry Malburg and Malburg Farms is the Michigan Vegetable Council's winner of the Master Farmer Award for 2012.